60 more Kenyans evacuated from South Africa touched down safely at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport just after midnight, bringing relief to families back home. But while they may have escaped the xenophobic violence, many return carrying emotional scars, shattered dreams, and difficult choices. Some have left behind spouses and children, uncertain of when or if they will reunite. As Grace Nganga now reports, the journey home may have ended, but for many, the struggle is only just beginning.
For many of the 60 Kenyans who arrived home in the early hours of Saturday morning, stepping onto the Kenyan soil was a moment of relief.
Thank God we are home. Thank God we are back to Kenya.
But not celebration. They escaped the xenophobic violence that has gripped parts of South Africa, yet they return home with broken dreams, uncertain futures, and painful memories. For Simon Chege, home is no longer a place. It is a family divided by borders. After living in South Africa for 22 years, marrying a South African woman, and raising 4 children, Chege made the painful decision to board the evacuation flight alone.
This time round, it was very bad. So I had to leave my family. I left my wife, I left 4 kids, and here I am alone without my family.
His greatest fear is not for himself, but for those he left behind.
For her, even she's not safe today because she's married by a foreigner. The kids are not safe. Though they are South Africans, they are not yet safe because they are called under my surname. So it is difficult for them. Even for now, I don't know what will be the next step for me and them.
Now back in Kenya, Chege must start life from scratch, holding on to hope that one day he will reunite with the family he was forced to leave behind. For presiding Bishop Martin Oduor, South Africa had been home for more than 17 years.
The Zulus are venting, anger. Mahambe. In other words, go to your country. Otherwise, you will be in corpse. You will die.
For 15 years, South Africa was also home to Adam Mohammed. It is where he worked, built a life, and dreamt of a better future. Today, all he has left are the clothes in his suitcase and scars he says will never heal.
Nimerudi bila kitu. Na duka yangu imechukuliwa ambayo ilikuwa nayo miaka 15. Hii macho nilipigwa juzi wiki iliyopita.
For Mohammed Haid Kedi Isaac and Kefa Ngugi, South Africa was once a land of opportunity. For less than 2 years, they left Kenya full of hope, chasing employment and a better future. But that dream was short-lived. Instead of finding stability, they found fear.
Wanasema watakuua, watakukujia kwa nyumba, watachoma biashara. Mambo nimekuwa vingi sana huko.
Nimeenda kutafuta kazi sio. Sasa serikali wakitupa kazi nzuri pia.
Their stories echo those of many Kenyans who traveled abroad in search of opportunity, only to return home with little more than a suitcase they carried. Some left behind businesses built over decades. Others fled without a chance to recover their belongings. Despite the pain of leaving behind families, businesses and livelihoods, many of the returnees say they are grateful to the Kenyan government for facilitating their journey back home.
Na tulikuwa tukilala nyumba VIP na chakula tulikuwa tukipata. Kuna ambassadors zingine ambao kama Malawi, Zimbabwe na Ethiopia wao walikuwa kilala nje.
The Ministry of Foreign and Diaspora Affairs says the evacuation exercise will conclude on Thursday, July 9th, with a final repatriation flight from Johannesburg. Kenyans still seeking evacuation have been urged to register immediately with the Kenyan High Commission in Pretoria and undergo the required vetting before Tuesday, 7th July. Only those who have been registered, vetted and processed will be eligible to the final evacuation flight. Beyond the headlines, xenophobic violence has torn families apart, shattered dreams, and forced many to begin life all over again. Grace Nganga, KTN.
Former Deputy President